What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on my video today. What a crazy day. What a crazy, crazy, crazy day. I found a beautiful, beautiful double tap that I want to share with you guys. For those that didn't understand properly on my other videos, this is a way better, clear picture. With that, let's dive quickly into it. So you see over here, this is a double tap over here. One going on and then two. Now, if you're looking back at, this is like all today. So like you see, we had, okay, now the market rebounded here. I'll explain what this is in a few. But for now, let's start from the beginning of the day. How to read properly charts and how to be able to make the most money and the most profit to become profitable when there's a double top or double bottoms. Because I love those kind of charts because that's where I make the most money from every single chart. It's like one of the most accurate. So number one, on the 1 minute chart is literally the most accurate from all double tops or double bottoms. If it's on a 5 minute chart, it's not the best. The 1 minute chart is usually the best. So now speaking about other charts, let's go to overall index SPX to see a better picture. Let's go to, let's say, the 1 hour chart. So you see we had over here a double, one, two, and then it goes into a triple, which is not 100% formed yet because it has to merge all the way down. Let's go to the daily chart. Let me show you. Um, we can still call it a double actually because see, look, once it reaches $6,521 right over here, let's go make a line for you guys right over here. Oh, sorry, wrong one. This one, perfect, right over here. You see, then we'll be crashing all the way down, and that's where the crash is going to be happening, where everybody is expected by April 19th. That's the 100-year cycle date that I've been explaining, but we can possibly see all the way back down to 4,835 or maybe even lower. Now, whoever remembers this was April 6th of 2025 when tariffs came out. That's where our market came all the way down to there. So now let's go back to SPY. Let's explain the double tops and bottoms. Let me just clear out all the charts here. Confirm right over here. Perfect. Let's go to the 1 minute chart and let's go back down into business. So you see over here, again, this is a 1-2 loop, right? So now here, how do you make the most money? You're going to make a trend line. You're going to go starting from the bottom over here where it all started, the lowest point. Actually, let's not start from there exactly. Let's start from here. It's going to be easier to explain. And we make a line across all the way down over here. Now, it has to align perfectly over here. Okay, so now you see that's one. Technically, you could make it from here. If you make it from here, it's actually better. Right over. You can go. No, it has to be perfect. Okay, so now I'll explain what I just did. Let's look very closely. So we started from the lowest point of where it started, right? And it's merging right over here. Like you see, it's bouncing, literally bouncing off the line, which is the trend line, which is in perfect shape. So now you don't want to enter into any calls when you're going up because the time it reaches all the way up, you're going to be in a minus because it's going up and down, up and down. I mean, this is the morning of the day, so maybe not, but like I normally play in towards the afternoon between 2 and 4 o'clock. That's where you make the killing. But like, let's just explain it. I would purchase when it enters over here, I would purchase for down and I would exit right over here by the lowest point. So now when it gets over here, you have the first green candle, you know that it's going to rebound back up. So you're going to make a line like this. Sorry, wrong one. Let's delete this one. We're going to make a line across, horizontal line, right over here. Perfect. Right over here. Beautiful. And that's where you know where the midpoint of the double top is. When it reaches over here, you're going to be making another trend line. You're going to take a trend line, and you're going to be making it all the way across, aligning the same thing as last time. You can align it all the way up till, if you want to be exact, it's going to be over here. But if you get to the highest point, you can reach it over here where you see the first red candle, and you can make it from here. That's where you know as well that everything is going to be crashing down. And that's where you make even more money. You can go all the way buying puts all the way down. At the same time, since you know that this is turning into a double top or possibly a triple top, you can enter here into calls because here you know it's going to go all the way up over it. And we don't know exactly, but as long as you just see green, 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 you can still hold on your calls. Once you see the first red candle, you're going to have to sell because if you don't sell right away, you're going to be, especially if you're doing OTM, 0 days and 0 days to expiration, out the money, you're going to lose all your investments. So really, really watch out from there. Let's go a bit further. So now, how do we know when it's going to go back down? Just like over there, you have another line over here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Same thing goes, see, look. Now let's go back to the middle line that I just put over here. You see, it's almost perfect over here. We could just drop it a bit more, whatever that thing. So you see you have one dip here, and then we have another dip, which exactly aligns with over here. Once this reaches over here, you know that it's going to go back up, right? Okay. So you're going to make another trend line, and you're going to go all the way across till here. It's going to align with exactly this candlestick right over here, this semi-bearish candlestick right over here. Calling it semi-bearish because it's not a full red wick. It's a huge, but it landed bearish because it's red. And that's where we're going to start dropping again. And that's where we drop all the way again, and we purchase puts all the way. Now you see, we went up below our cross line that we made originally from our original double top over here, right over here. This one aligns, and here we dropped. So this means once we drop, there's two case scenarios that can happen. Case number one, we can drop even further, and we'll go even further past 655.17, the low of the day. That's case number one. Case scenario number two, we rebound up and we make a new trend, and that's exactly what we did. Forget about this wall here. Let's go all the way down here. And what happened was we created a brand new triple. See, one loop, triple tap. 1, 2, and then 3. So when it comes to this play over here, we're going to be making a trend line all the way across over here. So this is our floor right over here. Okay, that's number one. And then we're going to be making across the top as well. So we're going to go from the highest point, crossing above right over here. Perfect. Right over here. This should be fine for the explanation. I'll just keep it like this. Beautiful. So now this is where you're going to know when you're going to reaching up the highest point and the lowest points. Like that, you know when to enter into calls and puts the exact second and when to play best. So when we exit over here, when we made a new bottom, but yeah, right, we went below the cross line, we made a new bottom, but what happened was we got a green candle, a good green bullish candle. That means we have to exit because it's not going to go down. Okay, it's just going to go up. So we purchase into calls until we get the first red big candle over here, and we're going to sell our calls about over here, and you're going to still be making a lot of money, by the way. And then that's when you know it's going to be the highest point for our next trend. So you're going to be purchasing puts if you want, and you can go all the way down until our line, the middle of the line, right? You see over here, our red middle line, and that's when you know exactly when to hit the bottom and to purchase calls again. So you're going to purchase calls again all the way up. Now, if it would be a double, this would be matching the same exact over here. But since it's not the same, that means it's going to be causing a triple. So now you know when the triple is going to happen. So what you're going to do is you're going to exit the first red candle. So this was a full bearish candle, but it closed in half bearish candle. So which means is, well, of course, if you're a day trader, you have to focus what you're doing. So when you're focusing what you're doing, you're going to be selling when you see this first red over here. Now, you might not be making so much money. You might be making about a 20% gain versus going from here to about a 70% gain. But it's still money, right? Every single penny counts, right? So now let's go further. So now when you reach the lowest point, you're going to purchase calls again. Oh, same thing over here. We're going to purchase puts, and then we're going to purchase calls. Now, once we get to the matching our trend line right over here, we know for sure it's going to go down, right? We have, look, perfectly aligned here, going all the way up, perfectly aligned over here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now it didn't break above, right? It didn't break above. That's where we know we're going to be going down, okay? And that's where you're going to be holding all the way your put contracts. You're going to purchase new ones, right? And put contracts all the way down until it reaches our mid floor of the. Let me just reset the view. Sorry, all the way down to the floor right over here, the red one over here. Now, but look very carefully. We did not reach, right? We did not reach the floor, which means is we could still be holding it until we see a nice big huge green bullish candle, which was right over here, right? So you would still be making a lot of money holding all the way down till here. Once you see a huge green candle, that means it's going to be a reverse and the new trend's going to happen, and that's exactly what happened. We're currently in the market session right now. It's about 3:23 p.m. Another bit more than a half hour to go. What happened was we had a huge green bullish upside over here. Now, honestly speaking, I do not know what happened here. I did not look at the news. This must be something about the news because it's out of the trend completely. The MA10 or the MA50, which is the yellow and the blue, is not telling us what to do, and so is VWAP. I mean, it literally touched VWAP, but now it declined again. So I honestly do not know. I will have to check in a few. But for now, I just wanted to show you all how to work out with double tops, double bottoms, and triples, how we all have it in our daily chart on one chart. On the 1 minute chart is the most accurate. If you go to the 5 minute, it's not the best. It's not the best because the 5 minute, you can see the pattern, but you're not going to get the exact same entry signal. I'll tell you why. Look at the difference here. You see, it's out of the trend. It's out of the trend. Out of the trend. Out of the trend. And out of the This is perfect actually, but the rest is like literally out of the trend. You go to the 1 minute, it's the most perfect cycle from all, and plus you can know when to enter and exit in the exact second. Especially if you're doing also with the RSI, which I explained in the last video, which I'll probably be making another video explaining more how to really use the RSI the real way, inversions and diversions, especially on the MACD as well, which they work together, which I love working with them both together. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Please share, like, and subscribe for more because there's still a huge, a ton of things to learn.